see that device there? That device right there on the rock? You want to clip that to your shirt? You don't have to. But the complaint I get is that our audio isn't good. I hear that a lot. We have bad audio. And I have shaky hands. That's the complaint that StarCrunch gets. And if I had better audio and less shaky hands, maybe people would enjoy the show more. I need you to grab a dice. Would you do that for me, please?
Yes.
Wonderful. I have a dice, too. I got a 2. You got a 5. I've placed 3 objectives over there for you. You get to place the first one. More than 6 inches away from a table edge, more than 9 inches away from the other objectives. So here's what's happened. This place is rich in resources. Resources that the Tau Empire want to use for their war effort. So they've sent some expeditions out here, but the expeditions have been chased off by the beasts of this area. So this time they're coming with their military might. And what's going to happen is the Tau are going to sit on these objectives and siphon the power that comes off of them. And here are the rules for our game. At the end of every turn, every objective that the Tau hold is a point for the Tau. Every objective the Tau don't hold is a point for the dragons. The dragons don't have to hold objectives. They just need to keep the Tau off of them. And that's how the game is scored. Finally, I have deep strikers in the game. We're going to bring back the old school deep strike mishap rules. So here's what's happened. When my men deep strike in, they will scatter. If for some reason I cannot place them, we'll roll a dice. On a 1, they die. On a 2 or a 3, you get to place them. And on a 4, 5, or 6, they go back into reserve. You dig?
Yes.
All right, so that's what we have going on here. Now, this is the point when I make battle reports. This is the point now where I describe my list and you describe your list. We do that every time we make a battle report, but not today. Because one of our viewers, whose name I don't remember, and I'm sorry because he's so smart, recommended that I put our QR codes for our list right at the beginning of the video. And that's what I'm going to do. So anybody who has the Warsurge app can scan our QR codes. Our list will come right up, and they can see exactly what we're working with today. So, what we have are 4 mighty dragons who own this area in the might of the Tau Empire. This game is 2,100 points, and now we need to roll to see who the turn master is. And I don't know if I care or not, because this is probably going to get ugly. I got a 4. You can be the turn master, and we are going to deploy. Deployment has happened. I have a bunch of drones, crisis suits, and Vespids, all waiting to deep strike in turn 2. The dragons have their side of the field. We have dragon, 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 dragon. And let's do this right. Tell me his name.
Neville Hall the White.
Good name. What's his name?
Neramix the Red.
Neramix the Red. What's his name? Arthanax the Wretched.
Yes.
And this guy in the back?
Wenderthin the Grey.
Wenderthin the Grey. Now, did you make those names up, or are those Wings of Fire names?
Made up.
They're good names. They're really good names. So we've deployed. We have dragons in their deployment zone, Wenderthin on the way back line, and then the stealth suits deployed just a little bit forward. And then we have Kroot on the bridge, the Kroot Tox on the island, big mob of Kroot on the big bridge, followed by the dogs. We have Fire Warriors with their Ethereal in the back. Of note, the Ethereal has all 3 Ethereals have presence. And the presence I have chosen is the Inspiring Presence. So I'll have +1 on my attack rolls. And then the Shaper here has an aura. He'll have the Bloodthirsty aura. So everybody within 12 of him has +1 to their melee attacks. And all the Kroot on the field have the Recon 2 perk. So before the game begins, we are going to move them 12 inches. And then, you being the turn master, will be able to throw some dragon fire around. Oh, the recon moves have happened. This squad of 2 Kroot have come up to the island. This squad of Kroot has taken the center. The Ethereals don't have the recon perk. And so I don't know if they get to move just because they're part of the squad. So he just stayed where he was. And then he stayed where he was, but now he's joined the dogs because they recon forward. And he'll be a dog guy for a second. Fire Warriors are still here. And then Greg, of course, is in the tower. And he can't recon from where he is. And now the dragons are the turn master. And we'll have the first... Oh, wait, we're in the move phase now. You get the first move of the game. The movement phase is at an end. These Fire Warriors shuffled around a bit. However, the Shezwi with the marker light, she stayed. And they all have line of sight on the dragon. The Crew Hounds on the bridge, they came running and they dipped down here, not engaging. They went and hid. This squad of Crew came forward. This squad of Crew came forward. But the squad of Crew in the middle got based by the Red Dragon. Arthanax the Wretched is on his way. Winderthin, right?
Yeah.
Winderthin has stayed back. I don't know why. And
He can't move that fast.
oh wait, I've forgotten to move my stealth team. Have to do that. Krutox is here. Drek and his gun drones are here. Still have to move the stealth team. And the stealth team ends up here, staring down Mr. White Dragon. So you, sir, are the turn master. You will have the first attacks. Who's starting?
Neville Hall the White to these guys.
Going up into my gun drones, really?
Yes.
Brutal. Is this your flame weapon? What's his flame weapon called?
Lesser Acidic Breath.
White Dragon with his acidic breath up into Grek and the gun drones. You've hit once.
I hit once.
Defense 4. You've totally wounded me. What is the penetration or AP of that? Oh, wait. I was defense 5 up there, but 7 still wounds me.
AP 3.
AP 3 takes my 4-up save down to a no-up save. I have no Aegis save on a gun drone. You've just killed a gun drone.
And then it has Annihilate 1.
Because that's 2 wounds?
Yeah.
Well, he's dead already.
And then it also has Blindness 2.
What does blindness do?
It puts a -1 dice modifier to all attack dice and halves the current range of the weapon.
So we're going to put this chip here. This unit is blind, and that blindness is going to take me out of range. If I'm half range, my range is 24, and so my range is now 12. I can't shoot anything with that unit.
That was my plan the whole time.
Wonderful. All right.
And then he can still attack the guys in range.
Oh, who is he attacking? This is his big bite?
Yeah. He's going to be attacking these guys.
All right, with a big bite.
Power is 9.
Oh, you're going to wound me on 2s. There's 2 wounds. Is there an AP or a penetrate?
Yeah, AP2.
AP2, wow. So you hit every time. And what's the power of your weapon? Is this the claws?
Yeah, power 6.
You still wounded on 2s? It looks like 4 wounds, and there is an AP or a penetrate there?
Yeah, AP2.
AP2 is going to... That was 5 of them?
Yeah, and then 4.
4 of them?
And then Annihilate 1.
That's so savage. You're a savage. There's 4 more crew. Oh, I got to turn these guys on their sides, though, because they still get to fight. Let's not forget that part. I forget that part every time because I'm a Warhammer player. Now, is with this White Dragon done?
No, we still have the headbutt.
Oh, okay, here we go. Headbutt. Dragon headbutt into crew. 3 hits. Power better than 5?
Power 5.
5s. No, 6s. Sorry, 6s. No, 2s. I'm sorry. I went backwards. 2s. That 4 wounds. 2 4s?
Yeah.
Is there an AP on that?
AP4.
Oh, my crew. It's you and it's you. They're on their sides now. But is that it for the white one?
Yeah.
These Fire Warriors here, the Sergeant has a marker light. And the marker light is heavy, and that's why the Sergeant did not move. But Fire Warriors hit, on my list, they hit on 4s. So she needs a 4. We're going into the White Dragon. And she misses, and that's a bummer, because that would have helped me out a bunch. Now, all the pulse rifles into the White Dragon. All the pulse rifles into the White Dragon. First, we want 4s. And we've hit half the time, statistically average. And now we are power 5. Power 5 against defense 10. Defense 9. The White Dragon's defense 9?
Yeah.
I need 6-3. And that's a shame. 6, and a 3. I have a wound on your dragon, but he gets his regular save. He's fine. It is your turn to attack, sir.
Wenderthin. He's in range. He's in range with his fire.
Winderthin over here throwing fire at the Croots in the house. He's -1 to the throw because I'm stuck in. And I'm +1 to my defense because I'm in cover. So what is your fire attack?
Lesser fire breath.
2 hits. What's the power?
Power 7.
7 versus defense 5. I still think it's 2s. 7, 5 is 2s. 1 wound on my crew, and I'm sure that has an AP.
Yeah, AP3.
Oh, well, that's
And
going to
then-
kill him.
And then annihilate 2.
That he only has 1 wound. But that's the end of Wenderthin?
Yeah.
All right. The hounds aren't shooting. He's out of range now because he's blind. I have 2 squads of crew and the stealth suits to fire. We're going to put the stealth suits into this white dragon. The stealth suits here into the white dragon. First, the burst cannons force. And they've done pretty all right. They've hit 5 times. But they are power 5 versus defense 9. 6-3. Nothing. However, there is a fusion gun here. And the fusion gun first has to hit you on a 4. And it fails to hit you. The stealth suits have fired and failed. It is your turn to attack, sir.
All right. Arthanax.
Arthanax the Wretched.
We're going to start with his fire.
That's your hitting roll. You hit 3 times. What's your power?
Power 8.
So you're going to wound on 2s, but you're -1, so it's 3s. Hey, look at that. Arthanax wisps.
Okay, and now time for the bites.
Arthanax is going to bite the Kroot standing in the ruin. They're like, we came up too quickly. Arthanax's bite into the Kroot in the house. He's hit, looks like, 6 times. 2s, but a 3. 3 wounds. And I'm sure there's an AP there.
Yeah, AP 2.
3 more dead crew. What else does Arthanax have? He is not in range.
And he's also not in range with the head.
All right, it is my turn to shoot. I'm going to go with this very badly hurt squad here into the white dragon. All right, this squad of crew here, including their dead men, of course, they're all going into this dragon. Crew on my list. You know what I've been doing? They're defense 4 on my list, not defense 3. I'm a buster. That's the price I got to pay for playing new games. We're going to throw all of our dice into this dragon. I know it doesn't feel good when you get rules wrong. I saw the look on your face. You're like, really? That's all right. We'll remember the rest of the game. We caught it in turn 1. That's nice. So we're going into this dragon. First, we hit him on 3s. And we have to do this twice because I only have 20 dice. But now this is going to be 6s and then 4s. I can't even hold them in my tiny girl hands. 6s. And then 4s. No wounds. But I get to do it again because there are 40 shots from 20 guns in rapid fire range. So next time, 3s. There we go. 6s. 4s. Nothing. I just threw 40 dice from the crew into the white dragon and did not manage to hurt him at all. Are you out of dragons to attack with? Red's got to go yet, right?
Yeah.
Well, red is based.
Starting with the fire.
None of these weapons are like battle or heavy, are they?
No.
All right, here we go. Fire.
Oh, the battle. Oh, the fire is battle.
That's going to be -1 in close combat. So first you want to...
At least we caught it in turn 1.
Caught it in turn 1. You're not good at a game until you've played it 100 times. You've hit once. 2s, but a 3 because it's battle. We get you a dice box. There's the wound. And of course there's an AP on it.
Yeah.
So this guy's got to go. But he's got more. He's got a bite and claws and a headbutt.
Oh. It's only this one that has a bad.
Oh, all right. So he's not -1 then. So you're wounding on 2s here. No, this is your hitting. You've hit 4 times. Does that 2 hit?
Five times. Oh wait.
Well, there was only 1 2. You fuddled the other one. I assure you, you have 4 hits. 2s to wound. 4 wounds. 4 more crew. Here come claws. You've hit 4 times. Defense 4 is going to be 2s again. Oh, 4 more. Just, crew dying everywhere. Are you done with this red dragon?
Yes.
All right, now I got to go into your dragon with that squad of crew. So all these models laying down are all part of this squad that's about to attack. This squad got decimated. But it all happens together, so they still get all their dice. And we are going to start shooting at the red dragon. We hit first on 3s. These are the hits. But now it's 6, 4. So first I need the 6s. There's 2 6s. There's 3 6s. 4 6s. And then 4s. There's 4 wounds on your dragon. And I get to do that again. We've put 2 wounds on a dragon, right?
The defense is 10.
What's his armor?
3.
3? Then we put 2 wounds on your dragon.
Oh no.
And then we're going to do that again. These are the hits. It was 6-5 last time, but I rolled 2 6s and a 5. So that's cool. But this needs 6s and 5s. I got 1 more wound on your dragon. And he saves it. Does anybody else on your team have to fight?
No.
That turn 1 was savage. I have 1 more thing to do. Grek has his trap. His trap has a range of 48. But even at half range, I can still get you. Let's measure that. 1 attack, power 6. It is trap 1, no line of sight 2, 1 use, decimate 2. Gret's trap goes off. Boom! There was a bomb here. He knew it. What's his defense? 9, right?
Which one?
The white dragon.
Yes, 9.
All right, so the bomb goes off. Boom! It blows up in his face. But first, to hurt him, though, that bomb needs to roll a 6, and it doesn't. The bomb goes off, and it makes a big explosion, and the dragon inhales the smoke and thinks it feels good. Now, I have to shag a lot of dead crew, and then we have to dash. Some of your units fired battle weapons. Who was it? Just him, right? All right, I got to shag dead crew, and then the dash phase. So the turn 1 dash phase is over. We have the stealth suits coming this way. This squad of crew's coming this way, but the red dragon is stuck in with this squad of crew. The brown dragon got stuck in with my crew hounds that weren't as sneaky as I thought they were. Arthanax fired a battle weapon and couldn't dash, and then this white dragon came over here and grabbed my crew tox. But that is the end of turn 1, and at the end of turn 1, I have 1, 2, 3 objectives. So I score 3 points, but you have 1, 2, 3 objectives. So, well, I don't have 3 objectives. So what happens is we each score 3 points, and we move on to turn 2. Who is the turn master? I got a 3.
I got a 1.
Who is the turn master? I will be the turn master, and I will have the first move. So it's turn 2 movement phase, and the dragons are all stuck in. It's time for me to deep strike. And this is the first time in years, I mean seriously years, like you were a small child the last time I did this. I have to deep strike my men in with a scatter dice, and it's terrifying. And I haven't done this in such a long time, it makes me kind of crazy. But we're going to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this Vespid and we're going to put him on the bridge. Then he scatters 12 inches that way. He scatters directly into this building. He can't be placed himself, much less his 5 men. So we talked about at the beginning of the game, deep strike mishap is about to happen. My men have Deep struck. They did not make it. Let's see what happens to them. You place this unit. You can put this unit anywhere on the table. Anywhere on the table you like. And my Vespid end up at the foot of the bridge. They went way far away from where they wanted to be. And now it's time to do that again.
Yeah, they're heavy.
They're made out of metal, son.
They're old.
They are old. So that can't happen twice, right? So now we're going that way with these guys too. They're going 9 inches. That squad of Vespid ends over here in the clouds. So let's try that again. I want a unit of marker drones back on this hill. We scatter again. We go forward 10 inches. The marker drones end up there. Second unit of marker drones. Oh no, broken antenna always. Always. Marker drones. This way. They end up way over here. This is getting ridiculous. Crisis suit on the bridge. Just let's hit the bullseye. Let's land. No, he's going this way. This crisis suit here, also cannot be placed. He goes back into reserve. This crisis suit wants to be on the bridge. He's only going 4 inches. He can't stay on the hill. He's going 4 inches that way, though. Come on, man. This is ridiculous, by the way. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
All right, we're going to try to be on this bridge again. Just, let's get that bullseye. No! He scatters literally right into the heart of Dragontown. Finally, last one. Every single unit I've put down has scattered significantly. Last one, Commander Brightside himself. Brightside also scatters really far. Brightside ends up here. Nobody landed where I wanted them to. This man ended up back in space. A lot of my men ended up on the pile. This is the cavalry, and they've blown it. I think that up here on the mountaintops, it must be very windy. Now, I am the turn master?
Yes.
Well, I guess I have the first attacks, don't I? My drones have landed here. They are going to shoot into the dragon. However, because he is stuck in with the dogs, I'm -1 to my attack dice. So the damage 5 up, but mine up makes it 6. Nothing. Not a single mark on that dragon. He will not be pulverized. The shooting attack here is going into the Vespids. You've hit just once. 7, 4. You do it with that 5. Even though it's -1, it still goes through. And what's the AP of that weapon? Or the pulverize, or the...
AP3.
AP3, and that's just 1 damage. Does it do 2 damage? It doesn't matter. They only have 1 wound each.
Yeah, it does 2 damage. And also blindness.
So my Vespids are now blind. Their guns are half range. They're -1 to hit. And I got to lay a man on its side.
And now I can also attack
and now all the close combat attacks into the crew tops.
The guy riding the guy. The guy riding the thing. The big thing.
This is a Crutox carnivore. The Crutox is an evolutionary dead end where they've just bred them down to this and they can't do any more with them. So now they ride them as beasts of burden. Now what is this, the bite attack into the Crutox?
Yes.
Looks like you've hit 6 times. Crutox is defense 5. Power 9, I think everything there wounds except for that 1. 5 wounds, AP?
Yes. AP2.
How many damage?
And then annihilate 1, so 2.
2, so that's 8 wounds all day?
Yeah.
Well, this dragon just walked up and just murdered the Crutox. Crutox is like, oh, I'm dead. Ah. It's because I forgot to shoot last turn. It's my turn to pick somebody?
Yeah.
That unit of marker lights over there. Because I scattered so far, I can't see the ones. I can't see the one I wanted to shoot at all. And only 3 of them can shoot a different one. And because everybody is stuck in combat, my damage 5 up turns into a 6. The red dragon is -1 to his defense. He is now defense 9. Arthanax the Wretched is going to hit some Crute.
These ones, I think. Yeah.
No, he will be -1 to his attack dice because he's shooting out of combat.
Yes.
But you're like, I'm power 10, I don't care. So first you're going to hit Fire Warriors. Twice. What's your power?
Power is 8.
twos, but it's threes because you're -1. Just one wound. What's the AP of that?
AP 3.
So Arthanax, the Wretched, clears his nose and kills this fire warrior dead.
And then it also has the burn trait.
And now these men are burning men.
What, does that affect multiple units?
Oh, I'm sure it does. You mean like wall-to-wall models?
Yeah.
Does it say model or does it say unit?
It says target.
So this man dies, but we need a token for the burn.
A token.
So now we're burning. That's the rest of the game that happens?
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Do I get a save against it?
No.
Are you sure?
Um,
I'm going to take a look at that. So my fire warriors are on fire, and that's just doomed me to lose one fire warrior a turn for the rest of the game. That's a bummer. I don't like that at all. Now, Arthanax the Wretched, he's still got to fight with his claws and his teeth and his headbutt. Now, I'm down to one crew, the Shaper and the Ethereal in this squad. But Arthanax has swung. So red and white, or white and black have gone. You have 2 dragons left to go. We're going to go with this squad of Vespid into Brown Dragon. Then we are Power 5 versus Defense 10 on the Brown Dragon. Power 5 is going to be 6-4. Nothing. Nothing, not a thing. It is your turn to attack, sir.
you attack with the brown dragon now.
Are you going into the Crew Hounds?
I'm going to go into these drones.
Oh, the Brown Dragon into the drones. Are you firing out of combat? You'll be -1 to your dice. All right. Do they both hit just one?
Yeah, both.
What is the attack? The power?
The power is 7.
7 times 4. They both wound. What is the AP of your weapon?
AP3.
AP3, you've just killed 2 drones.
And then annihilate 1 and burn.
And then they're burning too.
Now into the dogs.
Into the dogs with all the melee.
The claws.
Claws first. Hit twice. I am defense 3. I'm sure this is 2s. There's 1 wound. If there's any AP at all, that's a dead dog. So we got 1 dead dog.
And now bite.
Here comes the bite attack. That's not very good. 3, but then you're going to wound me on 2s again.
Well, it is very good for you.
There's 2 more dead dogs. What else you got? A headbutt and some claws?
We did the claws already.
Just the headbutt. There are 3 more dead dogs. That's 6 dead dogs all day. Crazy.
6 dead dogs. The dogs are dead.
The dogs are dead. Could you lay 6 of those dogs on their sides, please? Wenderson here, he has landed, and he's just decimated my dogs. I have 2 dogs left alive. But they're going to fight back. They're going to throw 24 dice. And first, they're going to hit Wenderson on 3s. So these are the accuracy dice. However, to wound those dogs at power 3 versus defense 10, I need 6s and 6s. Because it's savage. 3, 4, 1. My dogs put 1 wound.
Still save.
Hey! So we've done a few wounds here.
He's at 11.
He's at 11.
He's poor now.
Who else has to fight for you? All right, the fire breath from Red into who he's fighting.
Into these guys.
Oh, into the drones again. You hit twice. I am defense 4. You can't keep a dice on the table. What is the power? It's better than 7, right?
It is 7.
Those are 2 wounds. What's the AP of them?
3.
3 AP3. At AP3, these drones are just dead. They landed, they scattered, they died.
And now they can't claim that objective.
Nope, they can no longer claim that objective. He's got claws, a headbutt, and a bite yet. The bite's hit 4 times. And wound me on 2s. 3 wounds. So first, he dies. Then, at AP3, my Shaper. There's 2 more going? There were 3 all day?
Yeah.
Shaper has no Aegis save. He has 4 wounds. They are Annihilate 1?
Yes.
The Shaper dies, and the Ethereal stands alone. Headbutt. Hits 3 times. Wounds twice. Do you know what I realized that I've been forgetting this whole time?
What?
Presence and auras. I'm +1 to my wound rolls against you because of my presence, and I would have gotten extra attacks with my carnivores because of my Shaper. I'm a buster. My Ethereal, how many wounds did you put through on him?
2.
2 wounds. 5 up invulnerable saves. That doesn't happen. Oh, he doesn't make either, though. How many wounds?
2.
2 wounds?
2 each.
2 each, so there's 4 all day?
Yeah.
So he dies as well. I've cheated my own army out of perks and auras. I haven't fought yet, so I only cheated them for 1 turn. We'll fight again. All of your fighting is done now, right?
Yes.
So I have fought with the drones, the dead drones here, these hounds, those Vespid. Let's go. All these dead crew and their Ethereal. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The red dragon with all those dead crew. These are the hits. Now my wound roll here is not a 6/6. It's a 6/5 because I'm +1 to my wound roll. I hope that's how that works. One wound on the red dragon. He's fine. But then the Shaper hits 3 times. The Shaper wounds. The Shaper wounds you. And that is from his Ritual Blade. And that's AP6. It doesn't really help me. You get your regular save. That's fine, because he's got a 3-up, right? All right, last attacks of that squad. The Ethereal with the Honor Blade. It's 2 attacks. 3s. No wound. So that is this whole squad. I can pull them. I know we should wait for the end of the turn, but all these men are dead and gone. I'm really bummed out I missed that that presence reroll, but we'll know now. Next, the crisis suit that's landed here. He's going to go into the brown dragon. First he wants 3s. He's hit 3 times. Then power 5 versus toughness 10 is a 6 floor, but +1 to wound is a 6/3. 6. No, the burst cannon doesn't do it. However, the plasma rifle needs to hit on a 3. It hits. The plasma rifle is still a 6. No, it's a 5. It's a 5. It's a 5 because of my presence, my inspiring presence, and that weapon. So I'm so excited to hurt a dragon. That weapon is AP2, and it's Annihilate 2, so that's 3 damage. Brown dragon takes 3 wounds.
Oh no.
Does he have an Aegis save?
No.
3 wounds on brown dragon.
Aegis saves are too expensive.
No, toughness 10 is too expensive. Now,
Yeah, but where's the fun in not making it toughness 10?
the final gun is the fusion gun, and it hits. The fusion gun. Fusion gun is strength 8 versus toughness 10 is a 6, but I'm inspired by my ethereals. I need a 5. I don't get it. That hurts my feelings. This guy here in the clouds. This guy in the clouds in a red dragon. He's hit just once. Strength 5. He does not wound. However, he has a plasma rifle that hits. Ooh, does not wound. Does not wound. You are defense 9. I am power 8. 8, 9 is a 5+1. That wounds on the red dragon at AP. Plasma rifle. AP2 for 3 wounds. 3 more wounds on your Red Dragon. Finally, the fusion gun on the Red Dragon. Misses on a 1. All right, lots of focus shots. Commander Brightside back here into the Red Dragon. Brightside into Red Dragon. Throws dice on the floor. He misses twice. Let's re-roll that one because we can't tell. There we go. Now, Brightside, it's power 7. Your defense 9. It's 6s, but it's 5s. So there's 3 wounds from Brightside. Commander Brightside's guns, his missile pods, are penetrate 1 and annihilate 1. So there's 3 wounds. They're -1 to your armor, so you get a 4. And they're for 2 wounds each. 3 of them. Get 3 4s. Take 6 more wounds, Red Dragon.
Oh, no.
What's he got left?
2.
2. These crew here into Red Dragon. There's the hit roll, the accuracy roll. Is a 6-4, but with my inspiring presence, it is 6-3. There's 1 more wound on Red Dragon at his regular save.
Aha, he can save this.
He does save it. Now I got to measure some stuff. This squad here is mostly out of range, and I took the fusion gun out of range. But the burst cannon is in range of Red Dragon. First, he wants 4s. And then at power 5 versus defense 9 is a 6-3, but it's a 6-2. 1. There's another wound on Red Dragon.
Do I save?
Save on a 3. So Red Dragon is holding strong. All right, over here. So over here, the carbines are out of range. I'd love to say that they could shoot that white dragon below them, but they're just far enough back that they can't actually see them. But Grek has 1 shot into Red Dragon, and Grek is going to hit you, and then he's going to wound you. Not on that. Finally, I have the Fire Warriors. Fire Warriors into Red Dragon. All right, Fire Warriors here into Red Dragon. First, 4s. Oh, come on, man. They do well. Now, I am power 5. Red Dragon is defense 9. It's 6-3, but it's 6-2. Come on, 6s. Just 1. No wound. That's the end of it, right? I sure do wish that last crisis suit was on the field. Where's my other team of Vespid? I have another squad of Vespid to shoot. There they are. My Vespids are hiding down here.
Do we take the dogs off the table now?
You go right ahead. However, the Vespids can't see Red Dragon, and that's a bummer. So Vespid have to go into Black Dragon. Pardon me, Brown Dragon. Vespid into Brown Dragon need 4s. And then 6-2. No, it's 6-3, sorry. 6. There's 1 wound on the Brown Dragon. What is that? Why do you like to roll in the clouds?
It's fun.
All right, we've put a wound on the Brown Dragon. Actually, that's 2 wounds.
So, 8.
No, this Krutox has not fought yet. He is dead, but he still gets to fight. Krutox fists into White Dragon. 3s. 2 hits. Toughness 9 versus power 6 is going to be 6-2, but it's +1 to the roll, so it's 6s. Come on, Krutox, 6s. 1. The Krutox wounds the White Dragon with his fists, and that is for your regular save, but it's 2 damage. Ah! I gotta get you a dice box. All right,
6.
that's fine. Now the Krutox has 1 more weapon, and that is his Krut gun. He's going to shoot out of combat with his Krut gun, and he's going to shoot it at Red Dragon. It is a 48-inch gun, so it is in rapid fire range at Red Dragon. First, we want to hit Dragon on 3s. We've hit him twice. Now I'm shooting technically into combat still, even though all my men are dead. It all happens at the same time. So my -1 into combat plus my +1 for presence cancels each other out. So I am power 6 versus defense 9. I need 6-2 here. Come on. Nothing. I don't get it. So now we're at the end of turn 2. We need to dash and then score. I am the turn master. I have the first dash, right? Okay, here we go dashing. After the turn 2 dash step, it looks like this. Right sides come out. The drones are finally in position. This man's come up and taken the bridge. The Vespid backed off. Dogs are stuck. This crisis suit got engaged on the bridge. These Vespid came and claimed this objective. Fire warriors got based. Grek and his drones got left alone. These crew took the objective but got based. These stealth teams are on the way to this objective. The end of turn 2, the Tau have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objectives.
I don't like that.
The dragons have denied me 1. And now we go into Mountaintop battle. Turn 3. Who's the turn master? I got a 4. You got a 2. I am the turn master. Movement phase, turn 3. All right, to recap, because we haven't played this game in 4 days. We were here Thursday. It is now Monday. We are going into turn 3. I am the turn master. The Tau did not score this objective. The dragons did, because in Warsurge, model count is not a thing. Got Grek up here with the drones. These fire warriors are stuck with the white dragon. They're doomed. I got the crisis suit on the bridge with the black dragon. Vespid holding the objective. There's 2 dogs here tying up this guy. Vespids in the clouds. Crisis suit on the bridge. Marker drones. Gun drones. Stealth suits. Crew tied up with this dragon who only has 2 wounds left. How many wounds on this dragon? 8. Black dragon is untouched, right? Mm-hmm. And white dragon's pretty all right too, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's... Did I miss anything?
No. And then also we have the burn markers.
Oh, yeah. Who's burning?
Well, these guys are burning.
Who was that burn marker on?
I think it was I think that it was these guys. Maybe.
I tell you what. When in doubt, ask the gods. Gods, was that burn marker on that unit of crew on the bridge? On a 4, 5, or 6, it was. No way, dude. That was on somebody else. And so we're going to get into the movement phase, and then we're going to play out turn 3. The movement phase is at an end. 3 of the dragons were stuck in. I don't know why you don't put disengage on them. Because you make everybody toughness 10, and you don't have the points for disengage.
I don't.
Just to recap, I have so many more units on the board than you do.
I found a crew.
Oh, where'd he come from?
Right here.
Yeah, he's probably from the dead squad.
Yeah, probably. I think that he fell while we were taking them off.
You know, a lot of crew have died in the service of the greater good today. So we got to start, and since it's Warsurge, I'm going to start where I want to. Does it matter? God, does it matter? It doesn't. But we're going to start over here with the marker drones into the black dragons. And the marker drones will pulverize that black dragon on 5s. But they don't get any. 2 1s, a 2, and a 3. How do you like that? Sir, it is your turn for Warsurge attacks. Which dragon would you like to start with?
Wenderson.
Wenderson. Who is he going to fight? The dogs? Because he doesn't have to put everything into the dogs. He's probably in range of those Vespid with his bite.
He's going to attack the dogs with his claws.
Claws into dogs. Wenderson swings at dogs. He hits them 3 times. So there's 3 dead dogs. There's only 2 dogs left over there.
Yeah.
Could you turn them on their sides? You know what? I'm going to attack back with them right now, just so I don't forget them because there's only 2 of
But
them.
hang on, I'm not done with this guy attacking.
Oh, you're right, because you're in range of somebody else. Okay, bite into Vespid. You're going to be -1 to the attack dice because you're firing out of a combat. You've hit quite a bit. No, you're going to wound on 2s, but since you're fighting outside of the combat, it's going to be 3s. Oh, wait, what's the power of this attack? This is the bite?
Power 9.
Yeah, it's 3s. So there's 3 wounds. What's the AP of the bite? Or the...
AP 2.
And what's the damage?
It has Annihilate 1.
Well, they're 1 wound each, so it's going to be you, it's going to be you, and it's going to be you. I hate losing my Vespids because they're so pretty. Fire Breath's coming too. Into the Vespid. Hits twice. What is the power of your Dragon Breath?
Power 7.
It's going to be 2s but 3s. 1 wound on the Vespid. What's the AP or Penetrate?
AP 3.
AP 3. That's the next one. The Sergeant stands alone. He's done though, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the dogs.
Unless, hang on. Yeah, he's done.
All right, the dogs that are dead under Wenderson's feet get 3 attacks each. I'm not going to forget my Inspiring Presence, by the way, like I forgot last time. But first they hit on 3s. So they've hit 3 times. Now, Wenderson, so I need to wound... Oh, hell. Power 3, defense 9.
Yeah, defense 10.
3, 10... 310 is really 6-6, really? That's so upsetting. So first we need 6s. I get 2. And then we need 5s. Because I'm +1 to my attack dice because of my Inspiring Presence. I don't get any. The dogs are officially done for the day. Sir, the combat turns to you.
Yoink.
White Dragon into the Fire Warriors.
I don't even have to check for range.
No, he's there. I just need one of these Fire Warriors to live. Oh, I got an Ethereal here too. All right, this is the bite.
Yeah.
Heinous. That's all but 1.
All but 2.
All but 2. Now you want to wound me on 2s. So that is 6 wounds.
5.
5 wounds, and that's AP good, right?
AP 3.
AP 3.
And also they're blinded.
Well, that kills... Oh, they weren't going to hurt you in close combat anyway. But you've just killed 5 of them outright. So that was just the bite, though. You're going to hit me with fireballs.
All right, next is the head.
The headbutt and the claws. Headbutt into Fire Warriors. Hit just once, though. AP?
AP 4.
AP 4. I have a 4 up. That's... Oh, it's my Guela. The Guela's got to die. All right, now you still have claws and Dragon Breath.
Yeah, okay. What?
You did the bite, the headbutt.
Oh, when I said it has when I said that it does blindness, I meant the breath does blindness.
Oh, well, let's hit me with, what is this, claws?
Yeah.
Well, you've only hit a couple of times.
Oh, no.
But you wound me on 2s.
Oh, no.
Just 1 wound, but the claws are AP better than 4, right?
AP 2.
Yeah, that's what you spend your points on. High toughness, high AP.
And
right.
now breath.
Is this an assault or a battle weapon?
Assault.
Okay, you hit me twice. You've wounded me twice. AP on that?
AP 3.
AP 3. So how many damage does that do?
2.
2. So the Fire Warrior is dead. The Ethereal has 1 hit point left. You are still stuck here with me. We're going to go to those Fire Warriors next. And the Ethereal. We'll start with the Ethereal. This man here who's fighting against a big giant beastie. 3s. Hits once. Then he is power 3. No, wait. He is power 5 versus toughness 10.
Yes.
But he's got an Inspiring Presence. Excuse me, sir.
Wait, no, actually defense 9.
So 9 is a 6-3. But it's actually going to be a 6/4 because inspiring presence. But I don't get it. So now the Fire Warriors into the Big Scary Dragon. So the Fire Warriors, not impressing anyone. They're like, what do you expect? We're dead. Now they're Power 5, and they're inspired. Power 5, yes. Defense 10 is a 6/4, but it's going to be a 6/3. Because I'm inspired. So first 6s. Oh, no, dice on the floor. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so this combat is now done. It would have been worse, too, because they're cumbersome. I didn't even account for that. So we got 2 dragons left to go, black and red. All right, you're going to be -1 to your attack dice. But the black dragon, tactically, spitting flames.
Wait, actually, I can split my flames among the guys, too.
Do what you must.
Okay, so, okay. All right.
So you got 2 dragon breath attacks, right?
I have one attack breath with that guy.
All
but
right.
then you have the 3 attacks.
All right, so you hit 3 times. Your power what?
Power 8.
Power 8 versus toughness 3 is going to be a 2, but it's a 3 because you're shooting into combat. What about the other 2?
Oh, well, the other 2 I'm going to use on these guys.
Psh, you should have said that beforehand, but that's cool. So 1 hits my ethereal. My ethereal has a 5-up Aegis save. My ethereal needs a 5 and he lives. How you like that?
I don't know.
It's going to be cool if he lives. He does and he dies. That played out for you. And now your other 2 attacks went into the crisis suit on the bridge.
Yes, so they...
Can I tell you something that you missed?
What?
He would have burnt to death at the end of the turn anyway. So you got 2. Did you hit the crisis suit just once?
Yes.
1 hit on the crisis suit. I am defense 5. You are power.
Wait, no. This was the attack roll. I hit it twice, and then this was the roll for the other.
This is the wound.
Yeah.
And so that's the dragon breath. What's the AP on the dragon breath?
AP 3.
AP 3. So my drone there has a 4-up invulnerable save that he makes. My crisis suit is just fine.
No.
What's else he got? He's in range of his bite, but probably not his headbutt or his claws. Are you going to lash out and bite the crisis suits? Bite. Bite hits damn near every time.
Oh,
Roll it again. If you don't feel good about it, roll it again. You didn't want to hit that one anyway. So you've hit 5 times. I am defense 5.
I am power 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. You've wounded every time. What is the AP of that bite?
AP 3. Wait, no. AP 2.
And what is the damage of the bite?
Damage 2.
So, I got 5 of these to make. Ready? Aegis save on the gun drone. There's 1. Gun drone dies. Second gun drone dies. Crisis suit needs 4s. Aegis save. Those go through for 2 wounds each.
Yeah.
Bummer, you've killed him. You've killed him just like that. That made me sad. That made me sad. Yeah, he can go down.
Nah.
Oh, that makes me sad. You know what needs to happen now?
Magnets.
So this black dragon's done. It's time for me to retaliate with that suit there. And we're going to go into that dragon. I'm going to start with the burst cannons that are going to hit you twice. Power 5, defense 10 is a 6/3, but with my inspiring presence, it's a 6/4. I've wounded you twice. Regular saves on the black dragon. Looks like you saved both of them. So then, the crisis suit is going to hit you with his plasma rifle. At first he needs 3s. He's hit you twice. The plasma rifle is power 8. Your defense 10.
Yes.
So 8 versus 10 is still a 6. 8 versus 10 is still a 6, but with my inspiring presence, these need 5s. I've wounded you twice with my plasma rifle, and that is AP2, Annihilate 2. So I just put 4 wounds on your Black Dragon.
I don't like that.
Does he have an Aegis save?
He doesn't.
Well, then he takes 4 wounds. Finally, the Fusion Blaster on the Dead Crisis suit. Misses. And that was his big money gun. So we're all shot out over here. And we're all dead over here, Jim. And then this Red Dragon is the only thing you got left to go.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. He still exists.
And then I have tons of gun coming back at you.
He's a thing that happened.
He is a thing that happened. 2 hits. This is the Flame Breath.
Yeah.
2 wounds. And we're just going to start laying down Kroot. Looks like 2 hits. Looks like 2 wounds, though, because that's power 6, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be you. See, if you kill this ethereal, my inspiring presence goes away. And that's not cool.
I gotta kill that ethereal.
What's next?
Bite.
Here comes the bite. Icebox in a turn. All right, we've got 5 hits from the bite. These are going to wound on 2s. So there's 3 more Kroot brought low.
Ha ha ha. Silly Kroot.
Now I'm off my objective. What else you got? You got 1 more attack, right? The headbutt.
I actually don't for that one.
Oh, this guy doesn't have a headbutt?
He doesn't. I had to do that to save points because because they're all defense 10 and or 9.
All right, so all the dragons have fought now. So over here, I only have 2 drones that can see this dragon. These 2 are on the other side of the building. So drones into dragon. Drones in the tower into the white dragon. They've hit 3 times, but I'm shooting into the combat, so that gets rid of my inspiring presence. So I want 6 and 4. 6, 4. There's a wound on your white dragon.
Oh no. I rolled a 6.
So he is fine. Then Grek is going to shoot at him. And Grek is going to hit you. 3. Grek hits. Grek's going to wound you at power 4 on a 6-5. Nothing. Grek doesn't wound. So this side of the table is done. These 4 Vespid into the Black Dragon. Vespid into Black Dragon first. We need to hit on 4s. Really? I've only hit twice, Vespid? Really? No wounds from the Vespid. That's really disappointing. All right, coming over here. We got all these Kroot. 12 Kroot and an ethereal here. First, the Kroot into the Red Dragon, who only has 2 wounds left. We need 3s, and that. All right, we made up for it in the end. That ended up being all right. But that first bit, you know, they had me in the first half, not going to lie. Now, I am power 4, and I am inspired. Power 4, defense 10, as a 6-5, but it's going to be a 6-4. 6, 4. There's 1 wound on your dragon. Regular save.
I had a 5.
He makes it. The fusion gun here into Red Dragon. Fusion gun misses. That's a shame. This crisis suit into the Red Dragon. First, burst cannons. Hit 3 times, but that's not the hard one. Hitting is easy. Wounding. 6-4, but with my inspiring presence, it's 6-3. Nothing. Then, the plasma rifle hits. Does not wound. Then the fusion gun hits. The fusion gun wounds. The fusion gun, you ready for this, son? The fusion gun is penetrate 4. So you don't get an armor save. Do you have an Aegis save?
No.
All right, the fusion gun is destroy 1. All right, I need to not roll a 1 here. You ready? I rolled a 1. This dragon's alive on 1 wound. It's really offensive. Really offensive.
Yeah.
All right, now I got to measure some stuff. The Vespid Stingwings on the bridge into Red Dragon. I didn't want to come over here. He was supposed to be dead now. I can't believe I rolled that one. Force. All right. I need a 6. There's the 6. There's the wound. That is at penetrate 2, so that is -2 to your armor. And it's annihilate 1, so it's 2 wounds. 4, we get the wound, we have killed the Red Dragon.
Oh no.
No, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That takes a dragon out of the game. Also, I spent a lot of resources to do it. Over at leftist shoot, I have the Crisis Suit and Commander Brightside and the unit of gun drones.
Hey, I can switch to the good dice now.
Here we got 4 gun drones into the Brown Dragon. The Brown Dragon is technically still in combat. Drones into the dragon with 8 wounds left still. Wow. All right, so the drones do well enough. First we want 5s. Pardon me, 6s. We only get 1. And then 5 versus 10, 6, 4. And then we need a 3. The drones do a wound to Wenderthin. He saves it. Then in that same unit is Commander Brightside himself. Brightside is going to hit you. 2s. Brightsides hit you every time. You can't ask for more than that from a Tau commander. 7 is 6-2, but with my inspiring presence, it's just 6s. Brightsides put 1 wound on you, and that is at penetrate 1, so you need to save it on a 4. It's for 2 wounds. Oh! All right, the last shooting on the game is this Crisis Suit here.
Wait, did that guy get wounded? Did he get wounded?
I don't think he's been wounded yet.
All right.
You've made your saves. This Crisis Suit in the clouds, he landed on the bridge, but he scattered all the way into the clouds. We need to hurt Wenderthin, who is still technically in combat. So, we've hit 3 times. We've wounded once. 1 wound on Wenderthin to start. Wenderthin takes a wound down to 7. Plasma rifles. Hit twice. Plasma rifles do not wound. Fusion blaster. Fusion blaster hits. Can't keep a dice on the table. The fusion blaster, I have to look at it. Power 8, defense 10, 6-3, 6-2. No, the fusion blaster does not wound. And that's it. That's the end of my shooting. That is the end of my shooting. Ouch. This has gone horribly bad for me. But what needs to happen now is we need to shag our dead and then get into the dash phase.
Yeah.
All right, the turn 3 dash phase is over. And it's just gone south for the Tau. This objective is empty, so it's a dragon objective. You score a point. And then, what's White Dragon's name?
Neville Hall.
Neville Hall has come over here and based Grek and the gun drones. They're doomed. And then Wenderthin took a big dash, and he's going to get to the crew and the ethereal in his movement phase. Arthanax took this move in the bridge, and when I first saw it, I was like, oh, you're crazy. But he fit perfectly right between those 2 units to base both of them. And that was heartbreaking. These men stayed where they were, and then this man dashed in the clouds. I was trying to draw a dragon away, but that didn't work out for me. And then I have these units holding the middle. But what happened is now, this objective is empty. That is contested, so the Tau don't own it. And that is contested, so the Tau don't own it. So the Tau are only scoring 3 points, and the Dragons are scoring 3 points, keeping that lead very tight for the Tau. Tau are ahead by just 2 points. As we go into Warsurge turn 4, who's the turn master? I got a 4.
I got a 3.
I am the turn master.
Oh no.
Time for a movement phase. Movement phase is at an end. Winterthin has gotten right up in the grill of the Kroot here on the hill. And the ethereal, my only ethereal left, this is my inspiring presence. Once he dies, it gets harder to hurt a dragon. These stealth suits stayed put. And then right side and this Vespa were based. This crisis suit has come over to help. The gun drones have backed off. They are trying to stay safe. Pardon me, gun drones, marker drones. This guy here, I wanted to shoot the white dragon or the brown dragon, but he was just between the two of them. If he wanted to keep the objective, he couldn't shoot it either. So he's going to participate in gunning down Arthanax. And then these Vespids are on their way to reclaim this objective. And they almost made it, but they did not have enough movement. We'll get there in the dash phase. Now, I am the turn master, and so I will start the shooting. These drones into the white dragon. This is bad. So first...
And they're also blinded.
Oh, we're blinded? How do we end up blind? Because we got hit by the dragonfire?
Yeah, in the first turn.
Oh, that happens, that lasts all game?
Yeah.
Am I down a drone here? Do I only have 3 drones left? Oh, you're right. I did lose a drone.
Oh, until the end of the current... Until the end of the current game turn.
Oh, okay. So we're not blinded. And we are swinging. But drones first have to hit the white dragon on 5s. You see how I just didn't even bother with the dice box? So we've hit 4 times, but then we are power 5 versus defense 10, because everything you got is defense 10. So that is 6-4.
Well, some of them are defense 9.
Which one's 9?
The white one.
You're killing me now, Sammy Smalls. It's a 6-3, but it's a 6-2. 6-2. There is a 1 wound on your white dragon. And he needs to make his regular 3-up armor save. Dragon is fine, but then Grek misses. And
Classic Grek.
It is your turn to pick a combatant. Who would you like to fight with?
Well, I think I'll fight with the white one.
All right, white dragon into 3 drones and Grek.
Except not 3 drones and Grek. I'm gonna blind someone else on the field that hasn't already fought.
So we have Dragonfire shooting out of combat, so -1 to its defense dice.
Hey guys.
Are you in range? What's your range?
27.
You're perfect. You're good.
Did these guys have guns?
They don't. These are just. But he's part of the unit, though.
Well then these guys.
All right, we're going into the
Do
Vespid.
they have guns?
They do, and they're going to shoot at your white dragon in a second.
Well then I can't have that. I got a half their range.
All right, so the Dragon Breath is going into the Defense 4 Vespid. Looks like you hit once. What's your power?
My power 7.
Power 7, Defense 4 is going to be 6s or 2s. Hey, look at my Vespid are fine. But you still have close combat attacks into the drones and to Grek.
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna rip those drones apart.
All right, this is the bite.
Yeah.
Looks like I've been bit 4 times. I'm defense 4. Looks like I've been wounded 3 times. That's AP good?
Yes.
All right, well, AP good beats my AP 4. Or my armor of 4. So I lose 3 drones.
Yeah, AP 2.
Grek is all alone for the claws and the bite.
He did the bite already.
All right, the claws and the headbutt.
He doesn't have a headbutt.
Claw attacks. Looks like you hit twice. Dyke Grek is defense 3. Looks like you... What's the strength of your claws?
6.
Strength 6 is still going to win on 2s. What's the AP?
AP 2.
What's the damage?
Annihilate 1, so damage 2.
Oh, you've killed Grek too. Just like that, everybody here's dead, Jim. Oh, and I've thrown the... That's what I think of you, dragon.
I killed Grek.
You have a mic.
I do have a mic.
Well, so, since these guys are dead now, I've already fought with them, haven't I? So now it's my turn to pick. I'm going to pick these 4 Vespid here into the white dragon. First, the Vespid need to hit you. And they hit you exactly half the times. Then, we are power 5. versus defense 9 is going to be 6-2. 6. Oh, we rolled that one. It's on you. Your turn for attacks. Wonderthin or Arthanax?
Arthanax.
Arthanax. Who's he swinging at?
These guys.
The drones and Brightside?
Yeah.
All right, what are you starting with?
Bite.
Here comes a bite. Oh, you've hit a lot.
I've hit every time.
There are a lot more drones in there than there are commanders, so this is going to be against defense 4. So there's a bunch of wounds. What's the AP on all that?
AP2.
So there's 7 at AP2.
And then annihilate 1.
So that kills 4 drones outright. And then I got 3 dice left for Brightside. Brightside does not have an Aegis save. AP2 is 3 go right through on Brightside for 2 damage each. Brightside only has 5 hit points. You've just wiped my commander and his drones.
Oh, right. They go on their turn.
With just the bite attacks. And that makes me sad. What do you got left going into the Vespid?
Headbutt.
Headbutt on a Vespid. Hit twice. Defense 4. Looks like you wounded twice. What's the AP?
AP4.
My armor is a 4. That kills the last Vespid. The bridge now belongs to Arthanax.
And now, fire. I don't even need to rank. I'm going to be attacking these guys.
All right, you're -1 to your attack dice because you're shooting out of combat. You've hit 3 times. What's the power?
Power 8. AP3.
All right, AP3. I need to make my invulnerable saves on my drones. And I make 2 of them, but one of my drones dies. Could you lay down one of those drones?
Yoink.
Now, is that it for Arthanax?
Yeah.
All right, so we've shot over here. We're coming this way. We're going to put this crisis suit into Arthanax. Burst cannon. Hits twice, but shooting into combat. No wound. Then plasma gun. Hits. Fails to wound. Then fusion gun. Hits. Ooh. Fails to wound. It's on you, Wenderthin. It's Wenderthin's combat. All right, bites on the crew. Looking for 2s. There's 2 dead crew. What else you got, Wenderthin?
Claws.
Hit 4 times. Pardon me, 3 times. 2 more dead crew.
I really knew it would be dropping like the flies.
I got 1. I got the ethereal left.
And headbutt.
Hits twice. 2 wounds. However, my ethereals were smart enough to pack an Aegis save. I make 1, I fail 1. What's the damage on that?
Just 1.
Just 1, so he is going to be down to 2 wounds left.
And then fire.
Fire into the ethereal. Hits once. I'm sure that wounds.
It's it is power 7 AP3.
How many damage?
2. And then also burn.
Live. I make my save. Take that. My turn to fight?
Yeah.
I've done everything over here. I got so many men. All right, let's do these dead crew here. Because you only got 1. This guy's got 1 wound left. No, that was the red one. He's got 7 left. Oh, dude. I respect your toughness 10. It's not the decision I would have made, but I can't say it was a bad decision. All right, the crew here, the dead crew, they do a good job hitting. Fail the wound. And then the ethereal with the equalizers. This is the first time I've ever gotten to use his equalizers as equalizers. He's hit twice, but he's failed the wound. Have all your dragons fought?
Yes.
All right, these stealth suits into Winderthin. Come on, man. Good job. However, first we need 6s. The burst cannons don't do it, but the fusion gun hits. No, it doesn't, because stealth suits hit on 4s. Ah! That dead Vespid into Arthanax hits just once. Fails to wound. All those dead gun drones. These dead gun drones into Arthanax. It's so many dice, oh my god. Nothing. Commander Brightside. Doesn't do particularly well. Oh, come on, Brightside. What you
Take
doing?
that, Brightside.
You're so pleased.
Your side isn't being very bright today.
7 versus 10 is just. I've got 2 wounds on you at -1 to your armor for 2 damage each. He saves both. The crisis suit. Oh, you know what I never did?
What?
I'm a darn fool. Do you know why I shouldn't ever play these games? A terrible general. My marker lights into Arthanax. One of them makes Arthanax defense 9. The burst cannons hit twice. They wound 1, 6 versus 9 is 6-3. It's 6-2. I need a 2. There's 1 wound on Arthanax, regular save. He saves it, but then the pulse rifles hit once.
Oh, the pulse rifles.
5. No, it's 8 versus 9. There's a 5. We've wounded you, and that is at -4 for 3 damage. So he just takes 3 wounds.
Oh.
Down to 7.
Oh no.
Then the fusion gun hits. The fusion gun does not wound. Oh, that's like a new multi-melta. So that's it for turn 4. Turn 4 went quick.
Well, we got the dash phase.
We do have the dash phase, and we have to count points. But first, see, the reason you think it's the dash phase right now is because you don't have any dead bodies to pull. I got a long time before the dash phase because I got dead bodies everywhere. So I'm going to shag some dead. We're going to dash, and we're going to score. So after turn 4, here's what's happened. The dragons have tied the game because I do not have that objective. And then I dashed over here, and White Dragon dashed right back on my head. The crisis suits and the marker drones have taken the bridge. He stayed on the objective, but these drones have broken off because they have the bodyguard rule. They're coming this way. Arthanax couldn't dash because he fires a battle weapon. Believe it or not, this is contested, but the Ethereal only has 2 wounds left. And the Stealth Team stayed here for the sake of holding this objective. So, now if you want to, we can call the game right now and just say it ends in a tie.
No.
Okay, who's the turn master?
It's not fun if nobody dies.
I got a 6.
That's going to be difficult to beat. Mathematically impossible.
There you go. So now it's time for the turn 4. Is it turn 4 now? Is it turn 5 now? It's turn 5 now. It's time for the turn 5 movement phase. So we said this game could go to 7, but we decided we're going to end it in 5 because it's tied right now. And then we decided that, and what happened was I broke these drones over to try to take that objective. I didn't make it in time. This is contested. I have that, just barely. I have that. This is contested. So if the game ended right now, at this moment, it's a tie. But this combat has to play out. That combat has to play out. And the dragons could very easily win those combats. I have nothing to back this man up with without leaving that objective, so what is the point? Anyway, I am the turn master. And so I must shoot. And let's not notice that Arthanax has taken command of the mountaintop. We are going to start with the marker drones and Arthanax. And what we want is 5s. Arthanax is now toughness 8.
Oh no.
Toughness 8 Arthanax. But it is your turn to pick someone to fight.
I'll start with Arthanax because he has the least amount of attacks, being 1.
Arthanax hits someone twice. Who are you shooting at?
These guys.
At the stealth team? All right, 2 into the... Oh, wait. No, hold on. My stealth team, you've already hit twice. But... my stealth team are invisible. That's why they're a stealth team. And so they have both the evasive and the shroud rule. And so your attack dice against them are -2. So what's your power?
8.
Power 8 versus defense 4 is going to be 2s, but it's -2, so it's 4s. So you've only wounded once. What's the AP of that weapon?
AP3.
Well, that, and how many damage is it?
2.
Well, you've just killed the stealth suit. Man, our good friend Brian painted these. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm killing them. That's what I'm doing.
But he's out of range of everything now, right?
Yeah.
You know what I forgot too? Lay them on their side. They still get to shoot.
Lay them on their side.
So, the stealth team into Wenderthin, because everybody can see. I could try to shoot at that tree, but I'm just not going to. We're going to shoot at Wenderthin. The burst cannons into Wenderthin. Nothing. But then the fusion blaster hits. No, it doesn't. Stealth teams hit on 4s. Sir, it is your turn to pick a combat.
All right, I'll be attacking with the white one.
All right. This is the bite.
Yeah.
You hit 5 times. Let's throw some 1s. You've wounded 4 times. AP good.
Yeah, AP good.
So you've just killed the last of my Vespids
and
over
then
here.
annihilate 2.
Yeah, those guys are all just
Annihilate
dead.
1.
But since we're over there, since we're talking about it, as the Vespid died, they fired, and they only hit twice, and they didn't wound at all. So that part of the board is effectively over. And that's a bummer. So now there's something I got to know. We wanted to, somebody I know, somebody in this room, thought it would be really cool to put this dragon up on this rock, and he looks great. But because of that, I can see him over the top of this building. And I'm just barely in range, but I am. So first, the burst cannons into Arthanax. And Arthanax is defense 8 right now. And I have hit him every time. 5 versus 8 plus 1. 6s. There's 1 wound on Arthanax.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring his dice with him. Let's see if we can balance.
Oh, careful. What's he got left? 8?
6.
6 left. Then the plasma rifle hits. And that is power 8 versus defense 8 is a 4, but it's a 3. I just put 3 more wounds on Arthanax because that is penetrate 4.
So now he's at 3.
Fusion gun hits. That is power 8. That's also going to be a 3. And there's another wound.
I just got it right there.
That is at penetrate 4 for D6 damage. For 3 more wounds, Arthanax is dead. That doesn't save my game because he's the only dragon that wasn't on an objective. And also what that's done is now this man doesn't have anybody left to shoot at. So we come down here. It's your turn to pick, and all you got left is Wenderthin. Actually, that's the end of it. Wenderthin and the Ethereal. If this Ethereal lives, our game will end in a tie. And if this Ethereal dies, you will win by 2 points. So Wenderthin into the Ethereal. He does not do well. He only hits once. He only hits once.
That's not good. Well, thankfully I have other attacks too.
That's all right. This is the scary one. All right, there's a wound. My Ethereal has a 5-up Aegis save. Oh, is that it? Is it 2 wounds?
Yeah. Uh, the bite. The bite. Yes, 2 wounds.
Oh, well, that kills him, and he is not capable himself of killing Winterthin. He's my last attacks on the field. We will call it here. So the Tau have in this turn 2 objectives, but they don't have 4. 4 for the dragons, 2 for the Tau. 6, 10. So 14 versus 14 to 16 is the finest score of the game. The dragons win. The very toughness 10 dragons. So tell me now, because it's Warsurge, you can adjust your list however you want to. Are you happy with your dragons?
I think that I'm gonna make it a blast with the fire pits so that I can.
Oh, because that's just more fun. Careful though. Remember when I scattered and everybody went all the places I didn't want them to go? That'll happen with your shots with that thing. But like if I'm feeling orcs and there's boys everywhere, it's the best thing for me. I love that this game ended up being really close. It drove me crazy that I can't wound dragons. Tough. The defense 10 is a thing. But anyway, I'm turning the phone off because after you go to bed, I got to flip this table over, and tomorrow I play Warhammer 40,000. But that's not what we're talking about. Not on Warsurge Wednesday. Warsurge is good. I have so much fun with Warsurge, and building my Tau army as I want to play them just makes me want to play more Warsurge. I want Warsurge friends with big 40k armies. But I'm looking at your face, sweet boy, and it's time for you to go to bed. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.